Here is the Lasko 1827 pedestal fan. I've used this about 2 times now, 2 or 3 times. So I'll put out some initial opinions on it. It's not a bad fan overall. I wasn't expecting a whole lot because you don't get much for $30-something anymore. And this delivers pretty well for what it is. I've discovered maybe 2 flaws so far that are really kind of annoying. The first one is the guard is very difficult to remove. Not remove, put back on. It comes off okay, but it's really a pain to put it back on. And that's kind of unfortunate because something like this, which is pretty large and moves a good volume of air, is going to get dirty relatively quickly, and you're going to want to clean it. And that's kind of a hassle. So that's unfortunate. The other unfortunacy is the bass. Now, it's not at all unstable. In fact, it's very sturdy. Let's get this in a better angle here. You'll see that it's not going to fall over. It's pretty good. The problem is the base is circular, and so when you go to put it up against something, it doesn't really go. So, for instance, let's say I want to use this in my window here. I can't get it very close to the window, which is unfortunate because I have another pedestal fan that's got like 4 legs as a base, and I can get it several inches closer to the window, whereas with this one, you can't really do that. So that's kind of a bummer. And then actually, I guess there's 3 problems. The last one is there's no handle, so it's just very awkward to move around because it's a big unit and there's really nowhere to pick it up. So, that's that. Let's take a look at the controls on the back here. We have the 3-speed knob and the oscillation thing. This is pretty easy to move up and down. This is nice and easy to turn as well. So both the controls are pretty good. It's very clearly labeled. And excuse me. I'll put this back on here and I'll give you a demonstration of the height levels. It's got quite a good range of tilt adjustments. That's the lowest position. And it looks like there's some geese interrupting the programming here. And then it tilts almost all the way back like that. Now I really can't fathom why in the world you want to use it like that, but it does have a good tilt range. It stays in place okay, but like if you move it like that, it does kind of fall down. But it's not quite as flimsy as I thought it would be. The base is really sturdy. The stand is metal. This is just plastic, but it's not like super flimsy, so that's good. And the cord is the cord is fairly average height, I think, or length rather. I think it's about 6 feet, more or less, and it comes off the back of the motor. So that's actually another thing that you want to take note of. It's gonna not really sit on the floor ever. Because even here, this is only a couple, maybe 2 feet away from the outlet, and you can see that the cord is it's not long enough to kind of go down and travel on the floor. So depending on where you put this, that could be a nuisance. So that's that. I'll use this for a while and I'll do a full review on it eventually, but let's just demonstrate it for now. It's a pretty powerful fan, and it moves a good bit of air. So I'll start it off on speed 1, no oscillation. Now, a lot of people were complaining in the reviews that it's loud, and I want to underscore that a bit because I don't really agree with that. And I don't like loud fans. I like fans that are seen and felt but not heard. This is not a quiet fan per se. It makes a fair bit of noise. It's not so much the decibel level that's a problem, it's the sound. It's a very kind of higher, mid-high frequency sound, and it's kind of distracting. Other fans, for instance, this one here, is about the same loudness, I think, but the sound it makes is like a deep rumbling noise, and it's very easy to ignore. Whereas this one is kind of like a higher pitched whirring sound, and it's kind of distracting. Now, it doesn't bother me. I can work on the computer with this running, I can sleep with this running, and it's fine. But it's not a quiet fan. I think the best way to perspective the noise level is to kind of think of a box fan, because I believe actually this is their box fan, more or less. The blade and motor are the same, it's just in a different case. So it's very comparable to the sound level of a box fan. It's an 18-inch fan, it's not going to be quiet. You can't expect it to. But I will say that it's not loud for nothing. It's definitely pushing a good bit of air. I've got this here in like a 12 by 12 bedroom, and you can feel the breeze across the room just fine. I'll show you, there's a plant over here. You can see that it's getting a good breeze. So it's it's a powerful fan. Actually, it's moving stuff over here too. So I really don't think that the noise level is a problem. And I'll do oscillation here. Oscillation is 90 degrees. That's pretty common. Oscillation is very smooth. It's very slow, which I like because as it moves, it really gets the air moving instead of going back and forth too fast. Look at it blow the plant here. Okay, gotta stop that before the plant blows over. Now I'll go up to speed 2. Speed 2 is loud, but it's also moving a lot of air. I can feel the air just kind of circulating around the room here, kind of like a high velocity fan. You can see the plants moving around just from the air circulating back to the fan. Okay, now we'll go up to full power. Unless you're using this in a very large room, I can't imagine you'd need to use full power. It's moving a lot of air. And of course there is a lot of noise as well. this over to the plant just for a brief minute. Alright, now we'll turn it off. Okay, so that's it. That's the initial demonstration. I'll use this thing. It's not quite summer yet. We got a couple weeks before we really have fan weather, so probably in about 2 months or so I'll do a full review on this after using it for a while. But initially, I would say it seems like a good fan, and for the price, it's not a bad deal if it lasts. This could check out in 3 weeks. I don't know. But if this thing lasts a year or two, I'd be happy with that. I'd probably get another one if it checked out at that point. So anyways, I'm going to use this thing for a while. I'll do another review later on.